Hello. Today I want to take you through a process of using our school transport as staff and teachers and also the transport managers, but I will incline much on the side of teachers. During most of the time we need to take students home. That's where the problem comes in. So I'll take you through steps to ensure that immediately you assigned a bus, then you are able to take through the whole process without difficulties. First thing first, you need to log in. Now before you log in, you need to access the web portal, the transport portal, school portal. So one, we usually share the link with parents on the walls. You can still use that link, or you can just open any browser and then even in your phone we have Google Chrome, there is Opera Mini, there is Safari, there is Mozilla Firefox, depending on the browser you have. And then you can just search RSS student portal and then you'll open it. So student portal, it will open you the link to the portal. Then you'll see this interface. So in this case we are going with open transport system, not school system. It will come soon on this based on the operations. So open transport system, and then you will navigate to this interface. This interface is the same as when you have a link. When you click on it, just take you directly here. But in case it's not there, then still no panic. You can still access it through those steps. So once you're here, provide your login details. I shared the login details to every teacher and every staff. In case you don't have or you don't remember, you can still consult the department for assistance. But in case you know your details, username, you can provide. So assume as a teacher I need to log in, so I'll use my username as TSO, then at Rockfields Senior School. Should be one word, and then you provide your password. In case you don't know your password, you forgot, or you can't remember, or it's a new time to log in, you can still come and log forgot password, and then when you click on it, it takes you through steps of resetting your password. You'll receive an OTP on your phone, and then you put the OTP, set your password, and then come back and log in. At times, if you don't receive the code, it means your phone is blocking the promotional messages at times, so you enable it. In case you need to enable it, you can still be able to get to the department for help. So I know my password, therefore I will type my password, and then you log in as teacher, not student, not parent, as a teacher. For people like form masters who are able to do more tasks for student booking and so on, they log in as transport managers or staff. That one is another video. So I'll log in as a teacher, ready to get students home or to school. So I'll click on login. Then once I provide correct details, I'll see the dashboard. This is my dashboard. It tells me who I am, and then the session in which we are at that time. And then it shows that only one student booked. Okay, it's just for demonstration. And then the rest come. So you can be able to mark boarding, send departure, update trip. So what do this mean? Mark boarding means the time when the bus want to leave, and you want to cross-check if all the students who are assigned to those buses or to that bus are available. if the student has boarded the bus or not. This is the point you check. It's like calling a register in class to know who has attended the lesson or not. So I'll click on mark boarding. So when you click on mark boarding, and then you will come here and then say, you select the bus and then say, you choose the bus which you are assigned to. And again, you will only be able to see the bus which you have been assigned. You can only see and mark boarding to a bus you've been assigned, not any other bus. So you click on KBY. Unless you have an admin rights, then you will see several buses, but you choose your bus that you've been assigned. So KBY, once I click on it, then it will be able to display all the students on this bus. Now, problem is that the student has already been marked, boarded, but if you select buses, the students, it will show you three options. Three options will be boarded, absent, excused. So you choose boarded if you have confirmed that the student has boarded and is available in that bus at that time. You mark absent if the student was allocated that bus but he's not there. Maybe he was picked by another parent, or he is not found on that bus generally. Excused means he was assigned that bus and then maybe he decided to be picked again, and all he has an indiscipline issue, so he has been retained not to go by that bus. But if he's there, he mark boarded. So in case there are many, you can just select here all of them and come back and then say boarded. It will select and mark all of them boarded. But if you need to mark each student one by one, if you have a long list here, you'll see each student has boarded, excused, absent. So you just tick. But for purpose of faster process, you just select. You'll select if here there are many, you'll select several of them or all of them, come here and then say boarded. But don't mark a student boarded if he's not on that bus. That's the mistake some of us we are making. So do boarded. Yeah, so that now for accountability. Now immediately you click on boarded, for example, the way it has been changed to boarded, the parent will receive a message. That's where now we say it's important, because when you mark him boarded and he's not on that bus, and then again the parent will have to ask, my son was boarded to this bus, but again he's not there. So it's very important that you mark boarded if the child you have confirmed is on that bus. So when you click on boarded, the message will be sent to the parent. The parent will receive this message. Let me show you here, for example. The parent will receive a message saying, hello, blah blah has boarded KBY for sports trip to this. That's where it's very important. All right, then after that, let me take you back a bit. After that, now that process is done. That's the first step to do. When you have assigned a bus, you cross-check the students on your bus. Second step, you will come here under transport and say send departure. You can access it from here, send departure, or come here and then click on send departure. Either way, it will lead you to the same page. Once you reach this page, right, because we are from mark boarded here, so send departure. Send departure. Now you have cross-checked all the students and you have marked either boarded, excused, or absent on your bus, so you are ready to leave. The bus is leaving. So once the bus has started leaving, immediately, let's say after exiting the gate, that one you are sure that the bus now is in motion. Now come here and select that point. When you select there, you'll also again see the only bus allocated to you as a teacher, not any other bus. Then you click on that bus, select the bus, and then the estimated arrival, this is a rough estimate. This is around 2 hours. let's say so 2 hours to the destination, either to RJS, to Galleria, to Tengele. It's a rough estimated average time that you can still change if you know the exact time. Then teacher, you provide your personal or the contact number the parents are supposed to reach out in case of anything. So I will put my number there, and then I select the pick points. Pick points, it's RJS 1 because it's only from Rockfields RJS. But in case it was a route that has some more drop points like Galleria, from Kiserian, Rongai, Laser Hill, blah blah, then they will be able to be here, all of them. So you select all of them, and then you come here. In case there's anything you may foresee, you can type here, but it's optional. And then once you have done that, you click on send departure message, like that. Right. So when you send the departure message, you will see a message up here. Departure message sent to one's recipient. If there are 2, 10, 50 parents you are sending who are on that bus, it means they only send to the message to the people, to students who have boarded the bus, whom you have marked boarded, not any other student. The one excused, absent, the message cannot be sent to them. So it will show you how many have received. Then the tracking link. This one I'll come into it later on. Alright. So once this is just a notification. Once you do that, now you will receive a message on your phone. That's the reason you also put your phone number here. You will receive a message to the phone number you have provided here, or the one in the system, whichever way. So you have 2 options. One, you can copy this link. You can copy this link and open in a different browser. Or if not the case, you will receive a message on your phone. This is how the message will look like. Yes, here. So departure confirmation, bus KBY route RJS direction to school, code this, track. So if you receive this message on your phone, you just come and click on this link. You will click on this link. So when you click on that link, it will be able to open for you an interface. This is the interface it will open. Let me show you. Because now once you click, it will launch you directly there. But in case you don't, also you can still copy this code. Then come here and this is the code. Then come here and update bus location. And then now you can be able to paste that code here and then say start tracking. And then of course ensure you enable location on your device, on your phone, because it deals with location. Now if for example I clicked on this link, directly this link, it will still be able to take me directly to this point rather than coming and putting the code manually. So it avoids the issue of me coming here and putting the code manually like this and then start tracking. When you click on that link, that's the essence. So once you do that, this is the interface you will see. And then you will see that there's total students who have boarded your bus, total students who are allocated that bus, those who have boarded your bus, and then the estimated timing to the destination. This is just a sample data. Yeah, and then it can tell you the estimated time of arrival is here, and then of course the speed and blah blah. Now once you are here, the parents now would have received the message. The parent will receive this message. This is what the parent will receive. This one. Alright, parents will have received that message. Immediately you send a departure message, the parents will receive this message showing that blah blah has left school at this time, and then they'll receive this link, and then your number that you provided will be sent to the parent. It will be shown here. Alright. Then the parent will click on this link for tracking. So when the parent clicks on this link for tracking, now this is what the parent will be seeing. This is what parent will be seeing. And the parent will only see this if you have activated this section here. Once you launch this, you click on share live location. It's very important. Share live location. So when you click on it, then the parents on the other side will start doing what? Will start viewing now the live location on their end. So this is what the parents will see. The parent will start tracking their link here. That's what you'll see. And this refresh section will change to a Google map, where it will show you when you're moving, the bus is also moving as per the geographical locations. So this is where now we say it's very important, because it reduces the aspect of parents asking, where have you reached, who is on my bus, which is the direction, and so on. So the parent can track and see how the bus are moving for their planning. And then also too, the parent would have received your contact information, so that in case of anything, he can or she can easily call you and you attend to the parent in real time. Please ensure that we do that, because it can really help us to do what? To ensure seamless operations done to our parents during transport sessions. Yeah, and then once the route has been ended, for example, assume now you have reached the destination, you can still do what? Click on mark as arrived. Mark as arrived. That is the thing, mark as arrived. I think I can show you how the other area will look like, so that when you click on mark arrived, the parent section will also be able to terminate. Let me come here. Then you say departure messages. Let me show you the maybe just send you there. Yeah, so all right, so this is how the parent side will be appearing when the bus has left school and you have activated live location. So when the bus moves, then they'll be able to see the direction. You see it can show the different areas there. It can be able to show. And then, for example, when I come here and I say update share location, then it has also to update in real time. Alright, then once I've arrived at the destination, I just come and say mark as arrived. And then I click OK. Then say trip marked as arrived. Click OK. Once I do that, when I come here, then this also will terminate and tell the parent that arrived at destination. So trip completed, the bus has arrived. And that's the end of the story. That way, we have served the parents in a right way. I think those are a few things you need to check on, and then in case of you have any other concerns, please, you can still consult prior, so that you don't have problem when the time comes. Yeah, thank you. Number 2 also, maybe before I stop this video, at times you may be called by a parent to maybe to see, to know where the child is, or which bus or which teacher is with the student. You can just come under reports and say individual report. In case you're en route and you're not sure where, so that you don't call back to school or start now gambling, just say reports, individual reports, and then you search for a student, for example 101, right? When you search, it gives you the more people related to the same. If I know the exact name, I just type, then give you suggestion. You see it is Levis, and then it can be able to show you and gives you all the history of how he's been also using transport. So it shows that he's on KBY, driver is called Peter Odira, and he's with teacher Leviso, and then the contact. Therefore, you can still help a parent, and you can also still share maybe the contact, and then we can be able to solve it an easy way. Yeah. In case you also need to change your passwords and blah blah, then just come to profile and then put the password that you're having and then change, and then click on change. That's it. Once you're done, log out. That is it.